At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
All right, so welcome to another deep dive.
Right.
And today we're tackling something that's got the internet buzzing like crazy, the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
We've got a mountain of search queries and it's all those things that you, our listeners, and really everybody out there is typing into those search engines.
Right.
And our goal is to figure out what all this searching, all this data tells us about, the excitement, the hype, and the anticipation for Nintendo's next console. I got to say, right out of the gate, it's clear they're excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this flood of searches, it really gives us a fascinating look, at what's on people's minds. Like, what are they thinking about? What are they prioritizing? What are they curious about?
Yeah.
That's like a giant wish list, combined with a ton of just burning questions.
Okay, so let's unpack this wish list, right?
Yeah.
First up, the name. Seems pretty straightforward. Nintendo Switch 2, those are leading the pack. There are a few, little variations floating around. But the constant, the Kralo 2, that suggests that most people are expecting a direct sequel, like in the name at least.
Yeah, I mean, that does make sense. It's kind of in line with, how Nintendo's done things in the past.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that consistency in the search terms, it kind of shows what people are generally expecting. But, we also know companies can throw curveballs sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting, the pre-orders. The sheer volume of searches for Switch 2 pre-order, Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order, and like all the different ways people are phrasing it, it's mind-blowing. People are clearly, they want to be first in line.
Yeah.
We're even seeing searches for specific retailers like Best Buy Switch 2. It's like people already know where they want to buy it.
Right.
It's fascinating how quickly it jumps to securing the product.
It really does. I think it speaks to a couple things. One, there's strong brand loyalty there. People love Nintendo, right? And two, there's this fear of missing out, especially given how some of these tech launches have gone in the past. Like, things get hard to find. And then also, it shows that people already have these trusted retailers, like where they go for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And right on the heels of that pre-order frenzy comes the question of, okay, how much is this going to cost me? I mean, we're seeing a ton of searches for Switch 2 price, Nintendo Switch 2 price, how much will the Switch 2 cost? Price is clearly a major factor for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is we're also seeing searches for Nintendo Switch 2 game prices, you know? So it's not just the console itself. People are thinking about the whole package, the cost of owning the system and playing the games. Like, why do you think price is such a big deal? Like right now, especially.
Well, I mean, the economy, right? It's not exactly a picnic out there right now. So I think a lot of people they're being more careful, more budget conscious.
Yeah.
And also, I think the pricing of the original Switch and all its different versions, it's kind of set a certain, expectation. So people are trying to figure out, okay, is this new one? Is it going to be worth it? Like, what's the value proposition here?
Yeah, totally. So next up, the big question everyone's asking, when can I actually get my hands on this thing? Searches for Switch 2 release date, Nintendo Switch 2 release date, when does the Switch 2 come out, are all over the place.
Yeah, no surprise there.
But here's a curious one. We're even seeing Nintendo Direct, April 2nd, popping up.
Interesting.
Now, for those who don't know, a Nintendo Direct is like, it's this online presentation that Nintendo does.
Right.
They announce new games, sometimes new hardware.
Yeah.
And the fact that people are searching for this specific date, it's like they're anticipating a release date reveal, right?
Yeah.
During one of these events.
Yeah, it definitely suggests that.
Right.
And it also shows how good Nintendo is at training their audience. Like, this is where you get the news.
Yeah.
This is where we're going to tell you.
This is the place to be.
And the fact that they're latching onto that specific date, yeah, they're expecting something.
Yeah. Beyond the release date, some people are digging deeper into the tech itself. We're seeing searches for Switch 2 specs, Nintendo Switch 2 specs. So clearly there's a group out there that really cares about, what's under the hood, what kind of power this new console is packing.
Yeah, and those specs, they drive performance expectations, so it makes sense that people would be curious about that.
Yeah.
Especially with, some of the, I guess, limitations that people felt the original Switch had.
Yeah.
Like processing power, screen resolution, things like that.
Right. And of course, no new console is complete without games. Switch 2 games, Nintendo Switch 2 games, and even specific titles. Like we see Hades 2 popping up. Games are a huge part of this, the whole equation.
Yeah. I mean, games are what sell consoles ultimately, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
People aren't excited about the games. They're not going to buy the system. And the fact that they're already searching for specific titles, that shows, there's excitement for certain franchises.
And hope.
And hope, yeah, that they'll be on the new system.
Exactly. So we're also seeing people, they're going straight to the source, searching for Nintendo Switch 2 website, Nintendo Store, and just Nintendo in general. And then you've got the gaming media outlets, IGN, Polygon, those are popping up too.
Yeah.
It's interesting, there's this query, Nintendo Switch 2, how to buy. It kind of hints that people are already worried about, getting their hands on one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is it going to be hard to find? Are they going to sell out immediately?
Right. Like, how do I make sure I get one of these things?
And we're even seeing searches for, the current Nintendo Switch. Mm-hmm. Maybe people are comparing.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they're thinking about trade-ins. Who knows?
It's really interesting to see all those different ways that people are trying to get information. They're going to official sources. They're checking out the gaming news. They're even drawing on their own past experiences. Like, how did it go last time?
Right, exactly. So if we kind of boil all this down, it seems like the big things that everyone's really focused on are, okay, how do I pre-order this thing? How much is it going to cost me? When is it coming out? And, is there going to be a Nintendo Direct that spills all the beans?
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. I mean, the data really paints a clear picture. People are excited, they're ready, and they're waiting for answers.
So it's kind of an aha moment here. The internet is practically screaming with anticipation for this Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, it really shows you the power of the Nintendo brand.
It really does, and it shows how connected people feel to it.
Absolutely. And I mean, this kind of organic interest, this buzz that's happening online, it's a really good sign for Nintendo. It shows there's huge demand.
Yeah. Okay, so for you, the listener, here's something to think about. What piece of information would really make you hit that pre-order button? Is it the price? Is it the exact release date? Is it a list of those must-have launch games? What would push you over the edge? And what do you think your answer says about, how we all get excited for new gaming hardware? It's really fascinating to think about. But that's all the time we have for this deep dive. So until next time, happy gaming.
Yeah, see you next time.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.
At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.